いつも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた。雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ、痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった。記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける。君の声が今も胸に響くよ。それは愛がさまよう限り。君は少し泣いた。
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shionne's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. And Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle. Entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, These people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that. But it's still irritating to deal with.
Search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately, it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
Do you think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate?
Very well.
Well,
Hey.
Pardon me?
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Danins from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Volrun soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Lightning orb! Light astral energy!
Begin!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury! Raging sword! Water! Hear my call!
Your blade moves like
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, solve the problem, and that's what counts.
Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
most likely that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Nagal would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Heros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. Might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only...
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Heros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just... don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Huh?
Well... Yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies?
Did we really just spend that much money?
I always loved the sound of hammers banging away.
I think Hoodle senses something. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Whew, what a rush.
Yikes! Don't make eye contact with it!
I've got a really bad feeling about this. It's a duel of the arts.
Swallow Blade! Orochi's Fury!
Go for the weak point!
Onyx, you're coming through.
Take this!
Lightning orb.
Orochi's Fury!
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Negative strike!
Vanquish darkness. Cyan
Can't get out of
instant.
this!
Burn in hell!
Mega ray.
You're
You got
mine.
company.
You're finished!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll
Now,
soon see about
launch
that!
healing.
Take it down!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze lance.
You're mine!
Thunder field. Mega ray. Cascade. By the power
The
of
abyssal
water.
beast clear for us a path.
Thunder
Take this!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Orochi's Fury!
lance. Freeze lance.
Try this!
Arc
Explosive
field.
ring!
Take it!
Mega ray.
Cosmic rush!
Here I come! It's over! Orochi's directly inside me! Yours to be let free!
Confiscated.
Stalagmite!
Take
On
this!
your knees!
Flame of
It's over!
fury.
Orochi's Fury!
Amazing.
Lightning raging cascade.
Explosive ring!
In here. Freeze lancer.
Burn in hell!
Heal!
Got it.
Okay, here I go!
Now's our chance.
It's over! Strike! Orochi's Fury!
Fire lightning orb.
Dragon Swarm!
More where that came from.
Double Phoenix!
Magic air thrust. Photon
Bloody
shot. I never miss.
Take this! It's wide open! It's
Won't
over!
escape me!
Power field. Carry it a drag. Power of water. Annihilation.
Explosive ring!
Into the shadows.
You're mine!
Here,
You're
let me help.
finished! Swallow Blade!
Go get it.
Stardust!
Water. Hear my call. Photon shot.
Rising Phoenix!
Rising
Here I
cascade.
come!
Spear. Piercing in here.
It's on!
Let's get you out somewhere.
Burn!
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle it.
You can be really dense, Dohali.
Healing circle!
I'm in your debt.
You're mine!
Wind Astral! More with that
Orochi's Fury!
Healing circle!
Raging! Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Power of water!
Swallow Blade! Strike!
Reload! What? Healing art! Into the wind! Air thrust!
Take this!
Negative
You're finished!
Resonate with the
Orochi's
earth!
Fury!
Pierce evil!
Explosive ring!
Lightning orb!
It's weakened.
Lightning condensed!
This ends now!
Magic is there!
mine!
Holy
Double
land!
Demon Fang! I owe you one!
Lightning! Art expert! Coming through!
Swallow Blade!
The abyssal deep. Clear for us up.
Here I come!
Photon blast! Where are you going?
Swallow Blade!
More where that came from!
Orochi's Fury!
Looks like you got this one covered.
Explosive
Art
ring!
expert coming through! Freeze Lancer!
Sorry.
Thank you. I don't
Time
know
to
who you
let
are.
it
Only
rip!
what our friends for. We can't depend on looking good.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Dragon Swarm!
Air thrust! Not on my watch! Take it again!
Double Demon
Illuminate the
Fang!
dark! Hug forth! Only glimmer! One more! There you go! Don't let up! Now
Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
water! Hear my...
You're mine!
For us a path.
Ha! Orochi's Fury!
Pierce evil!
Strike!
Ready! Freeze Lancer! Freeze
Swallow
Lancer!
Blade! Orochi's Fury!
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
Hit! Gemini Go get him!
Orochi's Fury!
Magic is there! Back from death to bit!
Take this!
This one is almost in the bag.
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best.
Thank you. This debt shall not be forgotten.
Take this!
Now's our chance!
Orochi's Fury!
Now or never.
Try this!
Show thy mystic mercy.
Explosive ring!
Here goes!
Light.
Get him! Cyan Energy!
I'm gonna need more than
Holy Land! Not in your dream! Supernova!
Explosive ring!
More where that came from! Healing Circle! Photon! Lightning Condensed!
Tornado Drive.
Illuminate Command!
A thrilling performance.
Holy
Try
Land!
this! Explosive ring!
Benediction light.
Annihilate!
That...
Here goes! No more playing nice!
It's
Can't
over!
get out of this.
Blah, blah, blah! Thunderblade! You get him dead!
You're finished!
Holy Land!
Elusive deep. Soaring
Orochi's
blast.
Fury!
No dawn shall break this night.
Photon Blast!
Explosive ring!
Thanks. Tempest.
Take this!
Catapult.
Holy Land!
Orochi's Fury!
Redwell! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Light.
Naturally. I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Right, here goes!
Where are you
Damn
going?
it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Swallow Blade!
Debut performance.
Ready to go! Squall!
Try this!
I can shatter any steel! Freeze now!
As impressive as always.
And here I hope that was your good.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Do it!
Xion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry destruction!
There's still more to go.
Rising Falcon!
I owe you, Xion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
Please lift! Well, looky here.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
What?
What's that noise?
Alvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't...
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well...
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I can't...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Oh?
Oh, all right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks. That was nothing. I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
You're finished!
In a bind?
Glacial spear. Here's
Swallow
evil.
blade! Demon lash!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Double demon fang!
Freezing storm.
You're mine! It's on!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Damn it! Scoot back!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Water. Hear my call.
Here I come! You're finished!
Crescent flash.
Explosive ring! Air pressure! You're mine! Take
Tempest
this!
Whirl!
You're finished!
Cyan Instant!
Orochi's Fury!
The heavens must be smiling. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You're finished!
Cyan Instant!
Carve through armor. Elusive deity.
Lightning
You're
Bolt!
mine!
Raging Cascade!
Orochi's Fury!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Annihilation! Let's get you all tucked away!
I'll blind you with the stuff. Its armor's too strong. I'll split it open.
Be my guest!
Glacial spear.
Double demon
Here's
fang!
evil.
No
Take
bug
this!
will break this nut.
You're finished!
Divine Streak!
Burn in hell!
Now!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Explosive ring!
Confiscated! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Here I
Heal
come!
force! Hey,
In a bind?
You're
here's
mine!
a healing arc!
It's over!
Divine
Now I can let loose! No escape!
Take it!
Swallow blade!
Resonate with the earth!
One, come on!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
You're mine!
Certainly not.
You're mine!
Lunar Blast!
Flush!
Watson!
Dragon Swarm!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Illuminate the dark!
Take this!
Help it! Do it!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Not again! I'm not done! I owe you one! Rising! Infernal turret!
I can handle it! Photon dance!
Can you take it? Take this!
Swallow blade!
I'll be saving this way!
Explosive ring!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I need to be stronger.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'm not done! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! You're mine! It's over!
I'll feel you where you stand.
Here I come! It's over!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Thanks! No escape! Swallow blade!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon Swarm! Take this!
Another incantation.
You're mine! Here I come! Swallow blade! Double demon fang!
I'll grind you into dust.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it. Don't get careless!
Don't tell me! You're mine! It's over! Orochi's
Is that statue building art? Now I've seen everything!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Benediction
Not
light.
a chance!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Rising strike! Shut him down!
Very
You're mine!
Glacial
Orochi
Steel!
Fury!
Shield!
Slash!
Freeze Lancer!
Debut performance. Thanks.
Man, Thousand Gales, tear you to shreds!
Okay, here I go.
Orochi Fury!
Here's evil!
Bloody howling!
Freeze Lancer!
Explosive ring! Slash!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's obvious. That people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal?
Come one, come all!
Here, let me help. I never miss!
You're
This
mine!
one's mine!
Orochi
Nigel
Fury!
is my...
Try this!
Holy Land!
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
This one's mine!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I'll heal you all!
None. We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Wow, someone's feeling lively!
Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Explosive ring!
Here's a
Swallow
healing art!
blade.
This way!
First aid!
Now I can let loose.
There's more where that came from!
It's on!
You're mine!
I'm like made for
Tear
that!
you to shreds!
Orochi Fury!
In the sky is mine! Will this help? Your
Explosive
wit
ring!
won't save you from me!
Storm!
Healing circle!
Okay, here I go.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
Got
We've
fire.
all got to...
I've got
Okay,
this!
here
Let
I
a
go.
marksman handle it!
All yours.
Double Demon Fang!
Divine
Take
Tree!
this!
Lunar corruption!
You're finished!
Gemini Alpha!
Man, Thousand Gales!
Amazing.
We got the advantage!
Good. We just have to make sure we keep it.
And don't worry, because Law's on it!
Rising
Red
Falcon!
Field!
Eat this!
Orochi Fury!
Lightning! Downfall here!
Explosive
Here's
ring!
now!
Law!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. I can feel my power growing.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves. An opponent like this should be easy.
Raging Cascade! This one's mine!
You're mine!
Cyan Instant!
Orochi Fury! First strike!
I'll heal you all!
Hurricane!
Now!
Next! Glimmer
As impressive as always.
Thanks for the healing!
What? No, I mean...
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Take this! Rising Falcon! Damn it!
Do it! Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Water!
My
hear
turn.
call!
Hit! Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon!
Now!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
No backing down!
You're finished!
Can't get out of this! Rip and tear!
Take this!
Power of blood! Eagle Assault! Now we're not... This has got your name on them!
Mega Ray!
Oh, dash! Do it! Explosive ring!
We barely managed to turn that down.
You don't need to sound surprised.
It's over!
Perhaps I'll put more faith in...
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shionne's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shionne?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both. Where are you going?
Hands in the wind!
Take it!
Mega Ray! I'll be safe!
Try this!
Astral energy!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Looks like it could be worth something.
No backing down!
You finished!
Now you see what I can do!
Not done!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
It's over!
Raging Lightning! Sweet
Hurricane! Do it! Explosive jump!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My turn! Slash! Orochi Fury! Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Do it! Escape!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Ow! Come one, come all!
Where are you going? If it's in the
over.
sky, it's mine!
Take this!
Lunar corruption!
It's over! Orochi
They
Fury!
may look cute and stuff, but they're annihilation!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Flying freaks!
What can I do?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Explosive ray!
You know, Law, one thing you really makes me realize.
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Exactly! Don't think, just keep swinging.
Do it! Got them all! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I've been doing really great lately. It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law,
Yeah, we're getting close.
come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
No backing down!
This one's mine!
It's over!
Eat this!
Orochi Fury!
Light them down! Illuminate the door! Top jump! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Not a chance! No escape!
Pesky airborne.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
A comfortable win.
Out of our way!
Take this!
Illuminate the dark!
Let the marksman handle this!
Searing flame!
Here I come! Double leap!
In an instant!
Impact Claw!
Not a chance!
You're finished!
Watch this! Come forth! Holy
Rising
Quiver!
Falcon!
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here.
Ow! You're mine!
Power of Hurricane! Illuminate the Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Holy Quiver! Holy Ray!
Double Demon Fang! Orochi Fury!
Now!
Swamp Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You're mine!
Inferno Punch!
Double Demon Fang! I'll take you all off! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Claw! Here I come! You're finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Looks like some solid equipment.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodius probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Dahnan owls truly are majestic indeed.
I thought the Dahnan owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
What are they hooting about now?
Alphen and Xion can interpret for us, right?
Huh? Oh, no, I mean, it was just a lucky guess last time.
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice. Go on, give it a shot.
Really? Well, if you say so. Let's see. Listen to them. Are they really up to the task?
What do you mean? You're the one who put them in charge.
It's my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything upon yourself.
This is what the owls are saying?
Of course.
I must say, though, we've found quite a number of owls. It's a testament to how much you care for Hootle, Rinwell.
I wonder which branch Hootle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled. We've got to find the rest of the owls. A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almeidria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harrows should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harrows would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Lagiel, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Saar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
We finally made it.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help. Good food is the best kind.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose as we speak to them.
Forgive you!
You're mine! My turn!
The heavens must be smiling.
That's no ordinary straight.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Here I come! It's over! Time to cross blade! Explosive ring!
Pain. Great. Okay, here I go. Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my sword.
Shia.
Orochi's Fury! Thanks! Okay.
Inferno crossing!
Explosive ring!
Chinese supernova!
Not today! Here I come!
One at a time! Healing circle!
Orochi's Fury!
I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Now, let's reel it!
Take it down!
Take this! You'll finish! Orochi's Take this! It's over! I have no limits! You're mine!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Orochi's Fury!
Magic is
Plasma shock!
Healing circle!
Okay,
Their arms
here
were
I go.
interrupted. On guard. Swamp.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Falling
Blue
sword.
escape!
Let's keep up the pressure.
Here I Blue escape!
Raging storm! Lunar
Falling
corruption!
sword.
Long flight! Lunar blast!
Explosive ring!
Light illuminate the dark!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Is this what real pain feels like?
That did it!
Lightning orbs! Raging
Okay,
cascade!
here I go!
In here!
Here I come!
You are tucked away!
It's over!
Annihilation!
Orochi's Fury now!
Thunder touch.
Orochi's Fury!
Let me help!
Try this!
Air
Down.
Now I
You're
can let
off.
loose!
Lunar corruption!
Slash!
Lunar
You're
blast!
mine!
Raging cascade! Spread! I'll heal you all!
Strike! Try harder! It's on!
Healing circle!
I'm not done!
Alright! Now where was lightning?
Slash!
Downfall tunnel!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Orochi's
for.
Fury!
Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! I owe you one! Orochi's Fury! Okay, here I try this!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
It's weakened!
This ends now! Double demon
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You're
Flaming meteor!
finished!
Inferno!
You're mine! Now I can let loose!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, they're not playing around.
Will this...
More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
Okay, here I go. Okay, here I go. Orochi Fury! Try this!
Here's a healing art.
Explosive ring!
I owe you one for that.
You're mine! It's
Guardian
over!
field.
Burn in hell!
All right, let me out.
Here I go! Orochi Fury!
Sleep now.
I owe you one. Try this!
More for the stockpile.
Slide assault.
Explosive ring!
Amazing.
Take this!
I can do this all day.
Here I come! You're finished!
Holy land.
Okay, here I go!
Going in. Tiger blade. Inferno crossing.
Lightning raging.
Where are you going? Here it comes. Focus.
On your toes, everyone.
Orochi Fury!
Ice tornado.
Double Demon Fang!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Raging storm.
I'm
It's
gone.
showtime.
Freezing storm. Tiger blade.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
That did it!
There.
Raging hell.
Orochi Fury!
Do it! Long! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Right, next one.
Leave the charger.
Already on! Rising Falcon! Orochi
May
Fury!
1,000 gales tear you to
Dragon
shreds.
Swarm! Dragon Shell!
Where are you
Going.
Burn!
I can do this all day.
Orochi Fury!
Do it. Gohalim.
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis. Here's
Not
a healing
again.
art. Lightning Confess. I'll heal you all.
Far enough.
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Take this! It's over!
What's this?
Here goes.
Orochi Fury!
They're not playing around.
Is this it?
Glacier spear.
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out.
what I can do!
Let us illuminate the storm. Magic
Take
is
this.
there.
Here I go! No! Can't end here!
May 1,000 gales
Not
tear
done
you to
yet.
shreds.
You're mine!
Gusty
You're
gale.
finished! Orochi Fury! Talon Hurricane!
It was nice while it lasted.
Eat this!
Lightning Horn.
Now! I really owe you one. It's finished!
Let's do it.
Orochi Fury!
My extra
Try this!
assault.
I'm just getting explosive ring! Can't end here!
Nothing gets by me.
Freeze Lancer.
I hope this thing is medically approved.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Up and at 'em. Let's go. Resuscitation.
Robson Payne.
Not
done yet.
Holy land.
Now you see what I can do! I can't move! There!
Firmament Cleanser.
Okay, here I go! I really owe you one.
Lunar Blast.
I'm on it! Take this! Storm!
That's quite...
Talon Hurricane! You're mine! Orochi Fury!
Healing Circle. Holy
Shouldn't have messed with me! First strike! I'll end you! Let's tear him up! The ring!
Is this what real pain feels like?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! That did it.
Here's Storm. Here's another.
Double Demon Fang!
That
freaking does it! I've let you all down. You'll pay for that!
Think again. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
I can't hold on much longer.
In a bind?
Here, let me help.
They're not playing around. First aid.
Pay for that! Take it! I'm on! Orochi
Where are
Fury!
you going?
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
Burn in hell!
There There you go! Don't let up!
I'm not done! No! Can't end here!
Not now! Holy Land!
Orochi Fury!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There's always room for improvement.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
Yeah! What?
Right. Afraid not.
Right.
Yeah! Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
You can never be too prepared.
Whoa, that came out perfect.